Hello Scorpio and welcome to Truth Well Told Tarot. This is Andrea and I'm here to do your November 2025 monthly tarot reading for the sign of Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus, so I hope you're well. As always, the reading won't be for everyone. Take what resonates for you. So welcome Scorpio. Let's see what we have for you as your angel answer message. We have recovery. So recovery can be linked to health areas. A sign of recovery might be available to you, but it can also be other areas of life. We can have financial recovery. Let's see what we get with that, Scorpio. It's a positive sign. What do we have for Scorpio? Thank you. Let's pull a romance angel message for you for November. Thank you. We have flirt. Extend your light-hearted energy to others. So there's flirtation here. Someone might be flirting with you. You might be flirting with someone. And let's see what we have for you as a money message. What do we have for Scorpio? Thank you. Angels, spirits, guides, message for Scorpio for November. What does Scorpio need to hear? Thank you. We have unlimited ideas. Your mind is one with God's infinite mind. Therefore, you have complete access to unlimited ideas, guaranteed to bring blessings. All you need to do is to take divinely guided action to allow these ideas to come to fruition. All right, Scorpio, let's see what we have for you. Message for Scorpio. As always, I'm going to go through the energies week by week. Say what comes to me as I always do. There is an element of timing is fluid, but the messages remain the same. So let's see what we have for you. What do we have for Scorpio? Angel, spirits, guides, starting with week 1. Message for Scorpio. Thank you. We have the Chariot. Okay, we have the Ace of Swords. We have the Ten of Wands. And we have Justice. So Justice, Scorpio, can be linked with official things, contractual areas, bureaucracy, red tape, legal, governmental, institutions. It can represent a just and fair decision that's in the light of truth that restores balance and harmony. So this can be very powerful. But karmically, justice is all about if we do the right thing in our actions, what we put time and energy into, we will get that karmic reward back. You can look at that as all levels. Let's pull some additional messages for you. What do we have for Scorpio? Messages for our lovely Scorpios. Thank you. For November, what do we have? Thank you, angel, spirits, guides for Scorpio. The first card fell. We have the Queen of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, male or female, or the energy of the card. This could be you as well. Action-orientated, go-getting, driven, assertive. We have the Ten of Swords. We have the Seven of Cups. And we have the Three of Swords. It feels more like your energy with this Queen of Wands. Again, Queen of Wands could be involved in this situation, male or female. But it certainly feels here, Scorpio, that in week 1, you are taking the reins of a situation. taking charge, moving forward, overcoming obstacles, difficulties, challenges, with a view to eyes on the prize, getting victory, triumph, success, achievement. So this is that scenario here where I think that there are things to overcome here. And the Chariot is telling you that not to give up, to keep taking action and to have strength, courage, self-belief, that the actions that you're taking are going to get you to where you want to be. This is week 1. Now, with the Chariot, yes, we can overcome, it could be to do with official processes or something that you are challenged on, or contractual areas or getting a new contract, for example. But it could also be other areas of life as well, the Chariot. We can overcome health issues. So we can overcome differences in terms of relationships and put them behind us. So because there is that sense of determination to do so and not giving up, but being very clear in terms of where you want to get to and kind of making it happen. So this is the scenario here, true victory, triumph, determined to get to where you want to be here, Scorpio, and not giving up. This is action-orientated energy. With the energy here, Scorpio, I think that you have been going through some experience or process. The Ten of Swords and the Ace of Swords, one next to the other. Tens represent completions. The aces can represent the new. So by definition, something is closing out for you and the new is opening up. Ten of Swords gives you an opportunity here to, it could well be, in career terms, for example, this could well be the opportunity to get a new contract of some kind. Because maybe you've gone through some painful ending, but you have an opportunity to surrender from that. There is new light coming into your life, and even though you might have felt betrayed, deeply wounded, there is a deserving new path. And it's because you kept going. This is the scenario here. The Ace of Swords is victory, triumph, breakthrough, success. So this is getting clarity to do with decisions that open up a brand new door for you. Again, you can finally cut cords with whatever this situation was. So for those of you to do with business, this would be very positive in terms of overcoming something that has been very difficult, painful, but you've done it. And there is an opportunity to now move forward and release from that kind of scenario. Ten of Swords can be health areas as well, something that has been painful, testing, challenging, hurtful. But you managed to overcome it in victory and move forward now. So this is a lovely energy here. We can also talk about processes that we go through as well. Again, if we're talking about more official capacity. So sometimes it can be a painful ending that you didn't feel was fair according to your contract. It might well be breaches of contract in some way. It can represent painful endings of other kinds. We can have painful endings in terms of business. We can have painful endings in terms of, relationships, our circumstances. So however this manifests for you here, there is maybe a painful experience that you've gone through. But the Ace of Swords is really an opportunity here to get victory, triumph, and success. Something completing in victory for you. Something completing in success for you. And again, you just kept on going until you got there. You got to what feels like the end of this process or experience would be the scenario here. The Ten of Wands and the Seven of Cups Again, you've got these 10s in your reading here, Scorpio. 10s are all about completions, and these are the more challenging 10s. You know, it could have been burdensome. You could have been going through some kind of burden where you've just had to keep on trying and putting one foot in front of the other, even though it was challenging. But again, you get to the end scenario now and you can liberate from that experience, that weight, and a strong sense with the 7 of Cups. Plan again. Dare to dream again. Make plans for the future. Start looking at, how you're moving forward in new ways and possibilities now. I think that there's a strong sense of you're getting to the end of something here, Scorpio, that it has been really testing. It feels like it's been difficult. Really difficult. I mean, the cards are what they are. And I generally don't kind of gloss over the meaning of the cards because it generally is what we've been through or what we're going through in a reading. This is a reflection of life. The minor arcana are a reflection of everyday life. So this just feels like there is something that you have gone through here, but you get to let go. You get to lighten the load and make plans for the future. That's week 3. You get to dream again. You get to start looking at manifesting new avenues, new possibilities, new connections, new ways forward. These are the energies here that we just get to dream. We get to start planning for the future, is what I'm seeing for you, because you're releasing from something that has been very, very difficult. And it just feels that sense of week 2, I feel that you're getting some real powerful clarity here in terms of you're very clear in terms of how things are moving forward now, victory, triumph, success, breakthroughs. And it just feels like, oh, thank goodness I can put down these ones, I can let go of the whole thing, and I can plan for the future. And you have unlimited ideas, I mean, is what I see for you. Justice and the 3 of Swords, like I said, it could well be final, wrapping something up to do with an experience that you've gone through. Justice can be to do with, it feels in this scenario here, rebalancing something that might have been out of balance and the determination to get to where you want to be. 3 of Swords can be emotional pain, breakups, third-party situations, or when we feel betrayed in some way. It represents emotional pain in whichever context here. But there is that sense of an opportunity to, it feels like wrap something up, because I feel that there is a new opening up for you here, or you have an opportunity to walk a new path now and cut cords. But it feels like wrapping up something that you're ready to wrap up, rebalancing something that's out of balance. Justice is all about karmic rewards and efforts. What we put our time and energy into is what we get back. This is somebody, and the cards are showing here, you have put a lot of effort, an exceptional amount of effort to get to where you want to be in this situation. And there is that sense of karmic rewards, even though it might have been a painful experience, a painful process. This is a scenario here where you know what you need to do. You knew what you need to do, and you're getting the karmic reward for it. It just feels like something that's out of balance is being rebalanced in some way in your life for the efforts that you have put in. But it's not been easy. It just feels like it's not been easy. Is what I see for you here, Scorpio. In terms of relationships, yes, this could be a legal process that you're going through in relationship terms. For others of you, it could just be that sense of you're realizing someone might be wanting to overcome something with you here, Scorpio, but you're realizing that this is not for you, that you've gone through a period here where things have happened. There's likely been emotional pain and that's built up over a period of time, and a strong sense of looking at what the right thing to do is now, that you are wanting to see what else is out there. You're wanting to manifest other dreams, hopes, and wishes. And you want to let this burden go. You want to put this burden down, something that has been built up and become too heavy. This is just somebody who wants to be free of it now. You know, the Justice and the Three of Swords, it's about doing the right thing as well. Making our choices and decisions for what is right, fair, honourable, true, in terms of what the right thing for us to do is. Could well be deciding to end something here as well for you. Because it just feels here that whatever this experience has been, I think there's been pain, hurt caused in a situation that has brought you to a conclusion of what's right for you, and you're doing the right thing. And it could well be some kind of breakup decision here as well. But in that moment, Spirit is telling you, but there are other avenues forward. And this is somebody who's really wanting to pursue. You know, sometimes there's a little bit of a shaky energy with the Ten of Wands and the Seven of Cups. Well, if I end something because I'm ready to end it, again, Ace of Swords and the Ten of Swords, will there be anybody else there out for me? Will I meet anybody else? You know, these two energies are asking you to make space for new hopes, dreams, and wishes to be manifested. First, we have to let go of what doesn't serve us in order to let that kind of new energy in. Seven of Cups is telling you that you have options. There are new connections, new people, new pathways to move forward on. But we have to understand what we need to let go of, you know, and don't let the weight or the experience that you're carrying in maybe a current relationship stop you from opening up to considering new pathways and possibilities. Should we go in search of new pathways, there's likely another person or people to connect to here. You have options. It's about doing what's right for you. But it doesn't stop there. You know, there are other things to be manifested. Is what I see for you here, Scorpio. All with the fullest potential of bringing you wish fulfillment. You know, the Seven of Cups holds the promise. Doesn't necessarily mean that it happens overnight. Sometimes it can be a process of trying to manifest the right thing for you. But there are options here to explore with the fullest potential of manifesting your heart's desire. This is a scenario here, Scorpio, because I feel that for some of you, and it feels like going through this whole experience, you might be connecting to someone here where there's flirtatious behavior. And this is the beginnings of something new in terms of romance. So Scorpio, that's what I have for you for the month of November. Big energies, but a strong sense here of you are kind of getting some powerful decisions in terms of victory, triumph, success, breakthroughs. This would also be very positive here, Scorpio, in terms of seeing the truth and knowing what you need to do. But fundamentally, aligning with the right way forward, getting your just outcome. I definitely feel that there is a new connection that you might not expect, actually. So let's pull you a spirit animal oracle message. What do we have for Scorpio? Message for Scorpio, thank you. Message for Scorpio. We have chameleon, soul tribe. It is safe to be seen. You know, the chameleon fundamentally, I mean, we can always talk about chameleon energy in so many different ways, but the chameleon adapts to its environment. It changes with the environment it inhabits. And this is what you're told to do. I think that there's a level of adaptation here in the reading. But this is an opportunity also for you to maybe find a setting, an environment, a person, a situation, whatever that scenario is, that fits you perfectly as well. So there is a level of adaptation here, but it certainly feels here, Scorpio, it's going to serve you well. I'm going to pull one more, actually. Let's pull one more for Scorpio, thank you. We have sloth, digital detox, recalibrate, reset, and recharge. And that's what you're doing. I think that there is such a kind of like powerful energy of completions and new beginnings here. It feels like intense energies, certainly week 2 and week 3. But it certainly feels here, Scorpio, that there is a way forward for you. And it's the right way forward that's opening up for you. Right decisions, right choices coming in as well, is what I see for you. And you can just reset. You can clear up the old and welcome in the new. Okay, what do we have for Scorpio? Thank you, angels, spirits, guides. We have self-love. Now is the time to love, nurture, and heal yourself. Self-love is not simply a state of mind about feeling good. It's a state of appreciation for yourself that grows and matures from actions you take to support your body, mind, and soul. Yeah, put yourself first. Show your self-love. We have embrace the moment. Embrace this day, this very moment. Think positively today and repel those negative thoughts. Try not to judge yourself or others. This may be harder than you think. What is actually happening is that you're changing your energy. I did look at the bottom of the deck, so I'm going to say it. We have be proud. It's time to celebrate all that you've achieved, all that you are, and all that you will become. Every once in a while, it's important to stop and acknowledge what you've achieved and to be proud. So this is the message from Spirit deck, or Spirit Messages deck. You know, when this comes out, it's a sign here. God, Spirit, the universe. It can be people from other side as well, because this always is a feeling of cheering us on. To be proud of our accomplishments. Look how far you've come. Look what you've achieved. And to acknowledge that, give yourself credit for that, give yourself a pat on the back for that, and then move forward from that footing. This is that scenario here of we don't focus on the negative, but we focus on how far we've come, you know, our senses of achievements, our accomplishments, our growth, you know, and be proud of that. That's what you're being told to do because, again, strong sense of spirit is applauding your efforts and is telling you that you should be proud of yourself. You know, I looked again, Scorpio. I'm going to stop now, but when I look, I have to say it in a reading because it matters. So we have a mother's love. A mother's love is reaching out to you at this time and holding you close. She knows how much you miss her and wants to remind you that this special bond of love can never be broken. Yeah, beneath that was hello from heaven. I've looked again. I'm going to use that as the final message. Okay. Hello from heaven. Your loved ones in the spirit world want to connect with you as much as you want to connect with them. They know you've been thinking of them, and they're sending you signs and symbols to show you how much they love you, to prove they're with you at this time. When we get signs from the other side, I mean, I do talk about doves and robins in the garden in particular, white feathers, but it's generally signs that are specific to us, that we remember a person from, or a person by. So again, however that would be for you, whatever you remember that person, whatever you would associate that person with, this is that scenario here. You might be getting some significant signs. Scorpio, that's what I have for you for the month of November 2025. I hope you enjoyed your reading. If you did, please do like, share and subscribe. I wish you a wonderful November, and I will see you next time.